Yo, I hate that it zooms in like that, bro. That's gross, dog. Okay, what's up, guys? Hi. I don't even know how to start the video off, bro. I swear I don't. A lot has happened in the past two and a half months. It's crazy, dog. It's crazy. Okay, so as all of you may know, I got like real serious about YouTube back in December. And in November, beginning of December. Well, it was just in December. I don't think I posted any videos in November. So in December, I got like really serious about YouTube, and I was actually posting a lot, and I was actually serious about it, you know. So I was also sick then. It wasn't too bad, but it didn't start getting bad until like January this year. I had posted a few videos in January too, but that's when it got like real bad, so I like stopped. So what happened was I ended up, and also I'm gonna just say a quick disclaimer now before I even go ahead with the video. I will be showing pictures of like open wounds, well, not open wounds, but like wounds. My stoma, I'm going to show you my stoma, which is going to be pretty graphic. So if you don't want to see it, just don't watch the video. Don't watch it. I'm not gonna explain how everything went before I went to the hospital because it's really like a lot. I was basically like, I wasn't able to eat anything. I wasn't able to drink anything. I had this horrible like toothache. It was so bad. I would feel like I had to go to the bathroom to go, you know, poo, but I wasn't able to. It was like all bloody and stuff like that. And if y'all don't know, I mean, which I've said it before, I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis at the age of 15. So it was like, I've been dealing with it for a couple of years, but it was never as bad as it got now, or as it did get. Let me just say that. Fast forward to February 7th, I ended up going to St. Louis Children's Hospital. Shout out to them because they saved my life, for real, for real. But I went up to St. Louis Children's Hospital, and I was so like weak. I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk. Basically had to talk for me. I couldn't move. I had to be in a wheelchair the whole time. I was throwing up. It was a whole gang of stuff. Literally, it was so bad. So they ended up putting me in a room, and they ended up doing a colonoscopy. And if you don't know what a colonoscopy is, it's basically like them getting a scope and like going up through your rectum to look at your colon. And my surgeon who did my colonoscopy told my mom that they couldn't even look all the way through my colon because they got like through 1/4 of it, I think, and the rest of it was like black, so they couldn't see it. So they were spending the next 2 days doing MRIs, x-rays, I mean not MRIs, CT scans, x-rays and ultrasounds and stuff like that. And February 9th, which was 2 days after I had made it to the hospital, my colon ruptured, which in other words, basically it exploded. When I tell y'all, that was like the worst pain I've ever felt in my whole entire life. Like, it was so bad. It felt like somebody literally had took, it had happened like twice. I had got the pain like twice. It came in like waves, like it would come and then it would go and then it came again. So it had started, and I had called the nurse in, and she came in, and I told her like, I don't know what's going on, but my stomach hurts like really bad. Like, it had literally felt like somebody took a knife and was like playing the violin with my intestines. That's not funny. Oh my god, that's not funny. So they were taking me to get x-rays and stuff, and I'm like screaming to the top of my lungs because I'm in that much pain. And it was so bad. Like, I was in so much pain, like I couldn't even cry. Like, crying was the last thing on my mind. Like, I was just screaming and hollering because it hurt so bad. So that had went away. That was the feeling like somebody was like shredding my intestines. Now the second time it came through, it was burning. Like, I feel like somebody had took a lighter and just was holding it there inside my stomach. And the burning was my toxins and stuff leaking out of my colon into my stomach. And if you do not know, if that sits in there too long, all those toxins, you can catch septic, and most people don't survive from septic. And if I were to have caught septic at the time, how malnourished I was and how weak and unhealthy I was, I would have died. So they ended up doing an x-ray and figuring out that my colon ruptured, and they told me that they were going to have to remove it. They were planning on, my colon ruptured that Saturday. Okay. So they were planning on doing the surgery that next Wednesday. So you have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday that the toxins have been setting up in my stomach. So I would have most definitely caught septic. There's no way around it. I would have caught it. And they were they ended up doing the surgery that Monday, and they had to like get all the toxins and stuff from out of my stomach. And he told me that my colon was not able to be saved. Like, it was not able to be saved. He said it literally looked like somebody took a knife and literally like just sliced it like a potato or something. So they couldn't save my colon, and I think they did an ileostomy. They performed an ileostomy, if I'm not mistaken. But it's basically where they took a piece of my small intestine and like brought it out to outside of my stomach so it can poke outside of my stomach. It's got something to do with the ileum. I don't really know. And I know y'all like, how she don't know when it happened to her? I don't know. Excuse me, I don't know. They did that. Oh my god. I'm so irritated right now with this camera, bro. So after surgery, I don't remember anything. The only thing I remember is waking up, looking around the room, and going back to sleep. And then when I finally did come to and I woke up, they were telling me like everything that happened. And it was like at that time going to one ear and out the other, because like y'all got me doped up on all these medicines, and y'all telling me like, oh yeah, we basically just had to remove your colon, like blah blah blah, like da 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 da. I looked down and I had this bag on my stomach. I'm like, what the f is this? I'm looking at my mom like, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. They came in once I like basically like got settled down and got like relaxed and everything. They came in and they like told me what happened, like told me how my colon ruptured and how it looked, and I now have an ileostomy bag, which is basically what I would be pooping out of. So I no longer poop out of my butt, I poop into a bag. And that's exactly what I asked the nurse. And she was like, yeah, basically. And I had started like learning stuff about the ileostomy bags and the colostomy bags and stuff like that, because I was like, what if I end up having to get one? Because I know that I had like ulcerative colitis. What if they end up having to do that to me? And they ended up having to do that to me. I was in the hospital for like a month recovering, and normally it takes people like 1 week or 2 weeks to get discharged from the hospital, and it took me 4.5. It took me 4.5 weeks to get discharged from the hospital. 4.5. So I had trouble walking. They had to put me on like TPN and lipids, which is basically like nutrition. It's like nutrition. It's giving me nutrition. But they wanted to get me to start eating and stuff, but like I literally did not have an appetite for anything. Or I would like eat and then I would feel like I had to like throw up afterwards. I would feel nauseous. And like I would have moments where I'm like, oh, I'm hungry, but nothing was literally looking like appetizing to me. I didn't want anything. So they ended up having to get me a feeding tube. They ended up having to give me a feeding tube through my nose, down my throat, into my stomach, blah blah blah. But before that though, I had a tube. After surgery, I had a tube. I'm gonna put a picture like around here somewhere. I'm gonna be like placing pictures, like what my stomach looked like after surgery, how swollen it was, how swollen I was when I had all the fluids and stuff on my body. So this is what I look like after surgery with the fat tube in my nose. And the tube was in my nose to basically drain the other toxins and stuff from out of my stomach, because I'm assuming that they couldn't get all of it. And it was gross. It was real disgusting, really gross, like real gross. But like a week after they took that out, they had to give me the feeding tube because I wasn't eating. And when they gave me the feeding tube and they sent me home like 2-3 days after they gave me the feeding tube. So they had to give me stuff sent here so I can do my feeds. Actually, feeding things that I had to do was like these. I had to use these right here, and I had to like use 2 cans, 250 milliliters. I was supposed to do 500. So 2 full bottles of these, basically, like every 4 hours. So I would wake up, I would have to do one at 8 o'clock, and then I would have to do one at 12 o'clock, and then I would have to do one at 4 o'clock, and then I would have to do another one at 8 o'clock before I went to sleep. And each one of the feedings normally lasted like hour and a half, 2 hours, because it was going at like a slow rate, so I would not get nauseous. Yeah. So the bags that I'm using, I'll probably like make a different video about that, because that's like a lot to talk about itself. So yeah, I ended up getting the tube out of my nose, and I ended up getting my staples out like 3 weeks ago. So yeah, I'm eating now and I'm healthy, and I'm so excited, and I'm so like ready to get back into YouTube because I missed it a lot. And I've been wanting to do this story time for like a really long time, but like this is basically just like a summary of everything that happened. I'm not gonna just sit here and tell every single little detail, because it's gonna be like I said, an hour long or 2 hour long video. I am going to show some pictures of what my stomach did look like after surgery, and it's going to be graphic, so I'm letting you know now. If you do not want to see it, skip past it. If you want to see it, go ahead. But I love you guys so much, and I'm going to start posting again. I promise you I am. I'm not going anywhere. Just like I said, 2023 is the year. It is my year. It didn't start off like I thought it would, but now everything is cool, and I'm cool. Yeah. So we gonna run it up all 2023, and you already know what I'm gonna do. Follow all my social medias. They could be on the screen somewhere. You go see it. It's gonna pop up. It's gonna be like, and it's gonna pop up. So yeah, I was thinking about doing like a room tour, but my room is like not cute at all. Like, I have my bed, my futon that my lovely uncle gave me. I have my futon, but other than that, everything else is just like everywhere. Because I mean, like, I ordered a few things while I was in the hospital for my room, like this cover, and like I got a lot of squishmallows while I was in the hospital. Like every time my uncle and my aunt came down to see me, they brought me a different squishmallow every time. And I got him. His name is Austin. I have Austin, and then I have Sweet Winston. Sweet Winston right here. It's like a little owl and a donut. It's so cute. And then I have Sade, which is a cactus. She's a cactus. I got her around like Valentine's Day, hence the, yeah. And I have Lane, which Lane is kind of dirty because she was sleeping with me most of the time. I'm just gonna cover it up. But this is Lane. My mommy got her for me for Valentine's Day. And I have Rain, which is a little bunny that my uncle and auntie bought for me. And then here is Anastasia. Anastasia has been with me since before I even went to the hospital, and my girlfriend bought her for me. She bought her for me. And then I have, I know y'all probably like, girl, we do not care about your Squishmallow collection. I have this. I forgot what this one's name is, but one of my friends got this one for me because she found out that I was sick and I was going through it, so she gave it to me through my girlfriend. And here's Stardust. Oh, sorry guys. Stardust is my very first Squishmallow. She's been there through it all. Stardust is, and then I have another one, a yellow one named Goober, but I slept with him and my bag like leaked over him, so he's in the washer. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much, this video is kind of all over the place, I know, but I hope it's entertaining and I hope you guys enjoy it for real. Like, comment what type of videos y'all want me to post. Like, do y'all want to know more information about my ostomy? By the way, his name is Oliver. I named him Oliver. His name is Oliver. So if y'all want to know more about Oliver, just let me know. I don't mind talking about him. I don't mind showing you anything of the sorts. I'm not going to show it right now because I'm not really like comfortable with that right now. Once I do get comfortable, y'all will most definitely see him a lot. Like a lot. But yeah, my life has like changed so much since all of that happened. Like, and not in a bad way though, like a good way. Like, I noticed it like changed my attitude towards certain things. Like, it changed a lot for me and it made me a better person, and I'm glad. And I know y'all probably like, she shouldn't have had to basically almost die for it to make her a better person. I mean, I was already a good person. I'm not a bad person. I was already a good person before I got sick, but it's like after this, and I feel way better now, it made me into like, because you know when you're sick you have like random attitudes because you don't feel good, and you have like, that's kind of how I was. But now, the fact that I have like no stomach pain or anything, it's like everything is amazing now and I love it. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. Turn on the post notifications if you have not already, so you can get notified every time I make a post. And yeah, I will see y'all next time I make a video, period. And remember, we run it up all 2023, all gas no brakes, period.